Hey everyone, I was actually going to do a second episode of the kind of baseball history thing, and last time I did one, I'd actually got a couple of comments that added to the knowledge of the particular subject. This time I was running through a, um, this is for those of you that particularly millennials. This is called a magazine, and this is how we used to get our information back. Oh, not too long ago. Anyway, reading through here, and I came across this article about stolen bases, and you got Ricky Henderson's sliding in what looks like second base there or something, stealing a base there, and he was kind of known for that. And then you got Merrifield here sliding in, and he was actually the league leader. If you come over here and look, he had 45 stolen bases last year as the league leader, which is quite pitiful as a league, to tell you the truth. And it goes in here and it talks about it interviews him, and he talks about how stolen bases were a part of messing with the pitcher's head, and it's all a part of defense as a runner, and it's still a vital part of the game, he believes, and most people do. And even though we're in an era where home runs are what people look for, and that's what gets the stats. That's what everybody's looking for, stats, and nobody counts stolen bases as part of that algorithm to say whether or not you're a good player or it goes on in that category. But and then over here it talks about how Tommy Lasorda, it interviews him, which is one of the managers, actually the only manager I collected as a child, which is really cool to see what he has to say about it. And here is Vince Coleman, all right, and it talks about how he was the last, right here, he was the last time someone stole 100 bases in a year. 1987, Vince Coleman, and he had 109 that year. Okay, and he had actually, which is pretty cool. That's where it brings to the history part here, the one card history, and this is the one card we're going to be using here. So why is it? What in the world have we got? Must have. God has taken my son from me. That's what. Anyway, so here's his 1985 record breaker card here, and it says on the back. Now this isn't the 1987. This is the 1985 record where he stole 110 bases. So he's got 110 bases this year, and he actually had 3 years in a row, 1985, 1986, 1987, where he had a 100 stolen base streak. And this is as a rookie though. So yeah. So the last freshman would be 72. So he broke the last record of 72, and it went all the way to 110. So that was really kind of cool, almost 50 or 40 stolen bases increase. So math is hard. The record, and it still holds today, is 118 stolen bases. So if you look at what they were doing, you can kind of look here. The last time someone stole 60 bases is 2017, which wasn't very long ago. That guy's still playing, and he only stole 30 last year. So Dee Gordon, and he's right there sliding into into a stolen base. And last time 70 bases was 2009. So 80 bases was 1988, and which was Rickey Henderson and Vince Coleman stole 81. Rickey Henderson had 93 that year. The last 100 base stolen in a year. Vince Coleman at 109. So you can see how it kind of decreases over the years. And last year you had, by team, where is it? Oh, right here. By team, you had in 2018, the Indians stole 135. As a team, they're not stealing very much over the record, which is 118. So this whole article is really interesting, how it talks about how the stolen bases have kind of dwindled from the game, and will it come back? And people think it will, as soon as we get past this home run crave, which everybody loves a home run, but here's the stolen bases as the last 5 seasons, and we go from 2014, which is 2,764, all the way up to 2018, 2,474, which is the lowest. And it talks about this in the article. That is the lowest number in a season, combined all teams, that has ever happened. So hopefully, and it just keeps going. It keeps going down and down. I mean, the only time you go up is from 15 to 16. So here's the top. If you look over here, the top 10 season stolen bases. The top one is 1914. 4,575 stolen bases, and it goes 1988 is the last of the top 10. So we don't have 88, almost 35 years is excluded. The last 35 years is excluded from the stolen bases. So I just thought this was really cool little piece here, to find, and then to find this guy's card almost immediately after I read the article. I thought I'd share that with you guys and try to get your view on it. But it has some really cool. You got Coleman there, about to steal, and he looks like he's on first, maybe, I don't know. But you got Mike Trout up there running the bases, but he's not mentioned anywhere in the article, actually. He's just Mike Trout. Everybody loves Mike Trout. And here's a couple more while we're on the subject. I did find a couple more on the stolen bases. So we're going to make this a multi-card, one-card history of baseball here. Here's a neat little card, Dave Lopez. And I don't know if these records hold. Hadn't had time to look them up, but maybe somebody knows. This is the 40-year-old record. So prior to that, the record of stolen bases of a player over 40 was 23. He made that 25 in 1986. All right, that's a pretty cool one. So you got the overall of rookie, the over 40, and here's a record breaker here. Kevin McReynolds, major league record of. All right, had an alarm go off on my phone. All right, this is the next one. It's a you have Kevin McReynolds that had set a major league record of 21 stolen bases without getting caught. So I don't know if these two are still the records are still held. But those were cards I came across pertaining to the subject, which are both pretty cool. Um, uh, really cool stuff. So let me know what you guys want to add to this. I had a couple of good things added to the last one I did, which I appreciate very much, because I can't find everything, and but I just thought that article was really cool, and I wanted to share that with you, and in this thing we call a magazine. So hopefully that's not the first time you guys seen a magazine. Yeah, anyway, let me know what you think, and please add to this. I mean, get a conversation going down there, and add some stuff to this, and if anybody knows who was it, 19, Fighting Vincent Van Gogh came 8. See, it doesn't say who was the record. 118. I don't know who the record was, but I could look it up and put it in the comments. But that would be a neat start to the conversation if somebody can say who the 118 stolen bases. I'm sure it was in one of those years. Let's guess which year it was in. We'll just go ahead and say 1914. Just to see. All right. Well, I appreciate you watching. Like I said, leave some comments, some suggestions, and hit that subscribe button. Thank you.